it's, getting out of the shower and the towels around your waist and you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're just like, there I am.
What?
Having all these little moments that used to be just being in a t-shirt.
What is going on, everybody? Wired, I hope you guys are having a terrific Tuesday. And today I came across this tweet which sent me down the rabbit hole a little bit about an incident that apparently happened in West LA, very coincidentally with the release of a book that's about to come out with Elliot Page, formerly known as Ellen Page, as you might know if you watched TV back in the 2000s, 2010s. I don't think this person's done too much since Juno or Inception. I think they were on a season of Trailer Park Boys, maybe it was season 2 or 3. They're very young in their career. But there's apparently an incident in West LA, which I would describe as, things that didn't happen for 200, Alex. Though I can't say for certain. But apparently there was an alleged incident where there was about gay bashing. And Elliot Page has come out here to discuss it. And just coincidentally, as you can see this tweet here from Jake Shields, is there a single person that believes Ellen Page, I should say Elliot Page, because I don't want to, apparently dead name somebody because YouTube will yeet me off this site real fast, was gay bashed in Hollywood on the same day her book was released? People are stupid, but I doubt they are that stupid. Now, could this have happened coinciding with a book release? I mean, I'm sure anything's possible, but the likelihood of this happening, I'm going to say no. And you can see people are parroting like the Jussie Smollett stuff, free publicity, disgusting. Everyone knows Hollywood is MAGA country, which obviously that's satire. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Curb Your Enthusiasm. I think it was like season 9 or something where Larry David was wearing the MAGA hat just to try to not associate with anybody in Hollywood. It was honestly a pretty funny skit, but probably pretty accurate because I really doubt there are too many, MAGA hat Trump supporting people out in LA. It's like I said, I wouldn't even touch toe in California. The state I think is so messed up, but I'm sure LA has it the worst. Gen Z will definitely fall for it. Was she holding a Subway sandwich? Obviously, juicy. Any white male in California is going to have a number of people yelling slurs at them. I'd be more surprised if they didn't. I suspect there's a lot of people that will believe it. I don't know who Ellen Page is, but the entire thing sounds like Chappelle's bit about Juicy. Yeah, people are making a lot of comparisons about this to the Jussie Smollett thing. And it, again, very, very coincidental that this so-called hate crime would happen just, when they're about to release a biography or an autobiography. Probably a biography. It's probably ghostwritten, but Elliot Page reveals chilling transphobe attack outside LA. I'm going to effing gay bash you, Gasper, or Cigarello. Can't say that word on YouTube. Which I don't know if this does really kind of give off the Jussie Smollett vibes, just because. Again, I don't know if somebody who was going to gay bash somebody would use that type of terminology. Just like I'm sure if somebody was going to commit a crime like Jussie Smollett said was going to be against them, they probably would not shut up before it. This is, MAGA country. But let's read it here because maybe this isn't just coincidental to sell books. Maybe this actually happened, because, I guess I don't. All right, sorry. Actor Elliot Page has shared he was verbally attacked and threatened by a crazed transphobe man who shouted that he was the reason I need a weapon in LA last year. Page, 36, was standing on a corner in West Hollywood on his way to the Pink Dot convenience store when the enraged, hateful stranger approached him, shouting the obscenities according to the Los Angeles Times. I'm going to effing gay bash you, Gasper. The man yelled, forcing the actor to bolt toward the store in fear. Employees of the Pink Dot escorted a terrified Page into the shop, and the man allegedly followed and stood at the store's doorway. This is why I need a weapon, the maniac reportedly yelled at Page through the glass door. I also think it's weird that, I mean, if I was pursued, I mean, basically chased into a store by some crazed lunatic who just hated me because of, my sexual orientation, my skin color, my gender, something like that. And I actually did feel threatened for my life, and I didn't have a weapon on me, which I don't know how strict the laws are in LA about that, but I know, it's a pretty liberal place, let's just say that. I would probably, report it to the authorities, and if they're standing out there, that seems like a perfect time to do that. But it's kind of weird. I would say that no report was made about this, even though Paige was in fear for his life. I just find that to be very odd. I don't know if anyone else finds it to be odd. I would just think if you're in fear for your life and somebody is actively pursuing you and they've trapped you into a store and other people are protecting you, maybe you should inform the authorities. If you don't want to try to handle it yourself, which probably in this day and age you don't. Probably better to let the authorities handle it. Just weird that this person's not identified, they're not named, anything like this. And this story happens to come out when they're about to release a book. Page, whose dead name was Ellen Page, revealed he was transgender in 2020. Now he says he no longer feels safe in Los Angeles. And in all honesty, I mean, I guess this would probably be a compliment for Elliot Page here. I don't even know how somebody would be able to tell. In all honesty, looking at them, last movie I think I saw them in was probably Inception, and that was 13 years ago that came out. So, there's no way I could tell this is the same person. Which I would say, comparatively with their transition, that's technically a compliment, right? I just don't happen to believe their claims, and I'm not. It could happen. Here's another picture. This just does not look the same person. I don't know how somebody could honestly really tell that, this person is gay or queer or anything like that. So I don't really buy this story. Let's continue. Now, when I'm in Los Angeles, I don't feel comfortable like I used to going for walks, which I don't, if you're not comfortable in LA, I don't know where you're going to be comfortable. Maybe go to, San Francisco or something, but they're pretty liberal, woke places. They're pretty accepting of everybody down there. Actually, it's pretty encouraged if you do stuff like this. The ordeal may have shaken the actor, but he acknowledged that he has the privilege to stay in safer hotels and higher security if needed, unlike most people living in LA. Just doesn't have the cell phone on him to call the cops and report the incident, though. Interesting. Doesn't mean it's not traumatic, but I have resources that, in every instant that is difficult, protect and can shield me from these things. The Juno Star's recounting of the alleged verbal assault and threats comes in the wake of another story he recently shared in his upcoming memoir, Page Boy, about when a famous a-hole told him being gay doesn't exist. I mean, I can see that maybe. Maybe some insensitive person would say that. Which, again, I got to point out here for the YouTube moderators, I have no problem with gay people or really even trans people, even though I don't know if I personally agree with it, but I'm more just attacking this person's claims because I just don't believe this happened, especially not in LA. Maybe if you were in like Tennessee or Alabama, and I don't know, that's just speculation too because I'm not from the South. So, Page, who came out as gay in February 2014, claims that an unnamed A-list actor told him he was going to F you to make you realize you aren't gay. An unnamed A-list actor. Well, again, why wouldn't you just release this person's name? If they said something so offensive to you that it's stuck with you since February 2014, now we're going back 9 years, why would you not release this person's name? I don't really think Elliot Page here is getting any more work in Hollywood. I don't think they've been in anything in a long time. Probably at this, they'll fade out of the media. They'll live their life, do all that stuff, yada, 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 which is fine. But why wouldn't you just release the person's name? It's always an anonymous person. It really is a lot of shades of the Jussie Smollett thing. And I don't want to really come out here and discredit Elliot Page. I just think if you're going to make claims, you should substantiate it with some sort of proof. You know what I mean? He purposely did not name the accused high-profile celebrity, but said they would hear about this and know it's him. Oh, wow. Hear about this and know it's him. That seems pretty bigoted. No, it's him. Are you assuming somebody's gender? See, I think we would know more at this stage of the game. You can't just go around assuming somebody's gender, saying it's him. That's gross, disgusting. The actor added that another celebrity, whom he describes as only an acquaintance, insisted, "You aren't gay. That doesn't exist. You are afraid of men." Another person who can't be named. These people are Lord Voldemort here. Days later, the acquaintance ran into Page at the gym, expressing he didn't have a problem with gay people. "I think you might," Page claims to have replied. The memoir also shares details about a secret relationship with a closeted female co-star called Ryan and a romance with Kate Mara while dating Max Minghella. I don't know who any of those people are. "This was right after I'd come out as gay, and it was a time of exploration and also heartbreak," the Oscar-nominated actor wrote. Page Boy was released today with a brief tour promoting the memoir at the venues all over North America from June 6th to the 14th. And, the comments aren't really too receptive to this. "While your behavior is strange, you put yourself in the spotlight. If people react to you in loving ways and angry ways, remember you invited people in to share your thoughts with." I can't imagine Page has anything novel or interesting to say. Sales of the book will be slower than a case of Bud Light at a Proud Boys gathering. "This is a tragic story of someone who isn't well and certainly not happy within themselves. She is still trying to prove something and attracting the wrong kind of attention." So I think a lot of people, I'm not going to say this didn't happen, but I definitely speculate it did not. It just seems very circumstantial that you come out with it now to try to sell books, to try to rile up people to be like, "Oh, poor you, let me read your memoir." I think this person is only like 30-some years old. It's like, you really, I don't know. It's weird to release a memoir that early in life, but, I just don't think these claims happened. I mean, I don't know that, so I'll take it with a grain of salt, but when you don't actually come out with like a name or anything like that, you don't have a police report for someone chasing you down the street trying to assault you, I got a lot of questions here. But I don't think I'm going to find any more answers, because I think after this book tour goes around for a little bit and after they sell what they sell, it's probably going to go away. And that's all I got. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will catch you on the next one. Thank you for listening this long. Later.